Broadcast live.
How did the Slikour collaboration come about?
Punches, paradise punches, shine, yeah. Bitch, I'm gon' wait for my turn, ayy. Drop out of school, take a turn, ayy. Bitch, niggas always gon' learn, ayy.
Northwest, northwest. Put my feet gang on my chest. My fumes on flex. I take shrooms, never X.
I got the Palm Trees beat. What was it? I think the 2nd or the 3rd of January in 2018. So,
Jeez, I don't remember the date.
cause thing is, like, I remember that weekend.
Yeah.
I got it, cause it was the first weekend of 2019. Oh, actually, it was actually the 31st. It was actually the 31st, the morning of the 31st in 2017 when I got the beat. So, we was chilling with the homies playing FIFA, and then my bro, my homie KK the First, he produces for Shane, right? So he's like, yo, bro, I got these lit ass beats I gotta send to you. I was like, all right, cool. He sent me a beat, and there was one called Kids. So I play it, dog, and it's groovy, it's vibey, and it's not much going on, you know? And I'm like, shit, we can actually work on this shit, you know what I'm saying? And then I ended up cooking it probably 6 days deep into January. So then it was just like a 1 minute 30 snippet for the next 4 or 5 months. And then something told me, yo, since we're working on this project, cause Young was, you know, finally becoming a thing now. I was like, all right, cool. I finished the song, and then I just wanted to drop it, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause I had been hinting the snippet for that amount of time, you know, 4 or 5 months. So I went on social media and I was like, who do you think is gonna be on Palm Trees? Everybody's just guessing, I didn't expect like the amount of retweets of that video that I like with the snippet, and then I asked the question to go, you know, viral and shit. Even though Young back then was called Life and Times of a Teenage Influence HD, which was supposed to be the debut album. But obviously that didn't pan out because we're like, yo, my nigga, like, yo, you just got here, nigga, give him a tape, don't give him an album, you know what I'm saying? Get your shit together. And then I think when me and Slikour were at a shoot, I think I was actually at a shoot with Gemini, right? At a shoot for I Speak Hip Hop. And around July or so, you know, taking pictures, you know. And then it's time for Gem to go, and Slikour pulls up in the building. He's like, hey, Hush, that's you, nigga? I was like, hey, what's good, B? You know, everything was, you know, chilled vibes. And then I was like, yo, nigga, we need to work. He's like, all right, dog, let me pass you my number. I said, all right, I'll tell you that nigga's number. Then I played Palm Trees over and over again. I was like, oh shit, I think I might have found a nigga. So then I sent it to Slikour. It took it like, I think Palm Trees got done the day it dropped.
Yeah.
Like Slikour only sent his verse the day it dropped.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then I think that was like what, it was the 9th. Wait, it wasn't the 9th. It was the 8th of August. It was the 8th of August. So, the same day we also finished the Frank verse for the Jimmy Choo's remix, and then we were dropping a single called Pretend, and then we just said, all right, let's drop it. All 3 of them, like, same time, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's get the names out there. Let's get the names out there. And then Palm Trees just took off from there, dog. It was like back in August. From then, it's never been the same.
It sounds like, you know, you also work with what's organic.
Yeah, for sure.
You choose your collaborations. It has to be organic for you.
For sure, dog. No matter how big your name is, man, like, we just gotta be right, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You call me around 3, pick up quick, don't doubt me. I'm in class, but fuck it, I just leave. Fuck high school, I'm off to the big league. Monday to Friday, I'm in the stoop. But Friday, we rockin' together, go what it do. I wrote this song as a schedule for you. For way too long, I've been waiting for you.
The schedule, you know, you talk about, it made me wonder, now that you're running around and you're busy, what is normally your common thing that you say? Are you going out with anybody? What do you say to What do you say to when you win?
Yeah, ish. Well,
I'm sure
the schedule is just like, you know, it was actually a song I wrote around the same time I was dating a girl who I had like a long distance relationship with, because she was like, she was far up, like in another province and shit. So around that time, I just wrote about, you know, real experiences, like, because it was like, you know, it was early album stages. I wanted to be vibey, but also tell a story, you know. And she was going through school that side, and I wasn't in school, right? So I sort of mixed like two different stories, like, and then just made it one different, you know, portrait for people to see the picture with, and listen to the lyrics to connect the dots. So that's how the schedule came along, man. And like, I feel like whenever that song plays, there's still more you get to know about, you know, like the mundanity of it, you know.
Like I definitely, and just by the way, I don't know what mundanity means, but like, you know,
It's
if you've been with the dictionary or like,
yeah.
Yo, teach me, what does it mean?
Mundanity is like, you know, sort of like a rebuke of a certain concept.
Shit, even the definition is a long word, like a rebuke. I got you, babe.
Yeah.
You know what? School wasn't.
But I'm just giving you like the gist of it.
Yeah,
It may not be
you.
accurate, but
Yeah,
like this is
yeah.
like a.
I was gonna ask you, because I did pick that up in the song. Like when the song comes in, and I was like, so you busy, but what type of girl is busy for you? Could it be a girl in school? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what I was
Yeah.
literally thinking of. You know, when I was playing.
But
it.
that's the thing. When you listen to it more and more, and you get to understand the undertones, you be like, oh,
Yeah.
I got hundreds for the flex. Do this often. Do this often, like them bosses. New kicks for the mosh pit. 2 checks if you call it. No pilot when I'm falling. No cameras involved.
When I listen to Hard, and I ask myself what level of success you think you at right now, you know, when you look at when you step out of yourself and you just look, when you go, okay, this is where I am. What level of success do you think the Big Hash is on right now?
you know, when like you an early teenager and niggas be like, oh, you ain't gonna make it past 21, nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I ain't make it past 21, but I've gotten to a place where like 21-year-olds ain't even been, you know what I'm saying? So like when I see that, I was like, okay, you know what, I could actually use it as a real experience for me. Like, you know, just spit about the things that you feel like you've accomplished that other people said that you couldn't, you know what I'm saying? And at a certain level on top of that. And you've done it younger, you've done it harder, you've done it stronger.
I see you. And in our cast, you say don't go to war with the kids, nigga.
You a con, I'm a teenage icon. Can't go to war with the kids, nigga. Rap cause I love it, you rap when I say wrap it up. I call shots and you bleed, nigga. But we started off on the wrong foot, in the right door, now we run game. They used to call us names, now they can't say them out loud cause it's all vain. Was a broke nigga with a broken fam, you know how it goes, things change, nigga. Niggas marvel when the ride them in his flames. I'm the new Nicolas Cage, nigga. Lord knows I tolerated every person in my face.
So I posted something the other day, and you know, my general view of OGs, you know, I don't know if you know a guy called Junior, you know, from Boom Shaka.
Nope. I'm sorry, nope. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm
know
a
of
millennium baby.
Do you know of a group called Boom Shaka?
Yeah, I do. Tembisiet is...
Yeah, she was in the group. So there was a guy there called Junior. Now they were super huge. This cat literally was bring us in studio, and we were kids then, and he literally encourages, you know, like. So I'm from a school of guys who actually wanted to see young people win. You know what I mean? So it's kind of easy for me to kind of go to do this, you know?
Yeah.
So I was always asking, who are the people who are, who the older people that always feel like they're in the way of the kids?
People who just don't want to let go, bro.
Yeah.
Just don't want to let go and let us, you know, progress, because
Is it
they
other
have
artists? Is it other?
it's just like it's everybody who's trying to hate on the kids that are doing well. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't want like people younger than them to get the shine, because some people in their heads still believe that like the end of an era comes the day you stop breathing. You know what I'm saying? And there's things that they do or say that may not be, you know, conventional for the rest of us, and it's a convenience to them, you know, like to live through something and live through different phases and not expect, you know, any rest for them, like to just chill on the side and let other people do their thing. It's like they got a blocked door, so I'm letting them know, like, yo, dog, you can't go to war with the kids, bro. You cannot do that. Like, by any circumstances can you not do that, because we will move you with or without your permission.
I don't believe that you were bullied in high school. I don't.
You don't believe that?
I don't believe that.
Bro, I went through shit, bro. Almost killed myself, bro. That shit was real. That shit was real.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, kids are so evil at times, you know? And when you misunderstood, or no one just wants, you know, to like you generally, because you can literally see the potential in someone, but you'd still downplay it and like you put them to the side. Like that's bullshit, bro. Like, people go through that shit, bro. There's kids every year losing their lives over the same old shit. I'm thankful I made it through all that shit, B. I'm thankful, dog. Like, for a nigga that never had any stature or any, you know, confidence or any, like, you know, any cojones to speak up for himself. I'm glad I made it through that shit, bro. On the other side, the greener side, you know?
I mean, I'm just saying the conviction you have even now, it doesn't. I still cannot see that guy. Even if I'm not say I don't believe.
No,
you.
I know.
You know what I mean?
I know,
I'm just saying that, like, it's a, which is a positive thing, though.
Oh, for sure.
It's a positive thing. You know what I mean? You know what I wanted to connect to, though. I mean, obviously you mentioned you say that, like, some people, they only think the end is when their heart is not beating anymore.
Yeah.
When it starts getting to you as you get older, right? Have you ever thought what's the next step of diversification from you? Would you ever go back to school, you know?
Yeah.
Have you ever thought of that? You know, I mean, just generally, because you're correct in saying, you know, everybody's got their time, you know. I had my time, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for real.
Everybody got their time, you know. But like, when the clock strikes for you and it's your time, will you be ready to let go? And if you do let go, where are you gonna go?
Hey man, to be honest,
If you've thought about it,
yeah,
I mean,
I've thought about it. I thought about it. Like, I want it to be a thing of, like, I ain't going out. I'm gonna do it the right way. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna stay the right way is what I'm saying. Like, I understand. You know, like, yeah, there's always the end of an era for somebody, but like, for me, I want it to be everlasting. Reason being is because I want to use the platform that I had for other people to sort of, you know, grace, you know, South Africa with what they have to show for it, because there's a lot of talented people that I know that aren't getting their shine at this point. And like, so young in my career. Like, I've already started working on a new album. I want to put on as much of the people that I see that are deserving, like, on the project, so that at least they have something going in their pockets. And what happens is that, like, we all grow stronger together, and I get to blossom into something more than what I am right now, so that I have, you know, enough work ethic for the next 20 years, the next 30 years, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want to be like somewhat of a scout, you know, because there's very few people that spotted me and said, okay, you know what, nah, this nigga's got next, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I want to be able to say, okay, you know what, nah, that nigga's also got next. I'm gonna start working with this nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like, and we just bounce and feed off of each other's ideas. That's how music grows stronger. I want my music to have longevity. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm gonna be around for the next 20, 30 years if I have to, as long as I keep building the legend, and as long as the music sounds strong enough to stay relevant for that long.
I'm sure everyone else, all these guys that you're mentioning, all these OGs feel the same way. You know what I mean?
But it doesn't work like that for them, because, like, you can't share the top alone for so long. And that's why I'm saying, like, me ushering in new people, like, you know, we can all eat, and it's like it's level-headed, and no one's above anyone else from the people that I bring up. And we feed off of each other's energy to the point where, like, you know, everybody's got their own crown, man.
Look, I mean, it's a process, you know. I mean, the thing is that like, nothing's new under the sun. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
for sure.
And growing up, you know, I learned that there's things that you gotta watch and learn. You know, I'd go to school if I could, but I got no time for that. You know, having the right mind now and knowing that everything comes to an end is the best way to be in it forever.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Not for everyone, knowing that everything comes to an end, even for you, is the best way to be in it for a long time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think that's the most humbling approach to it. You know, so with everything that you said, remember, it's gonna come back to you. You're gonna be bigger than what you are right now. You know what I mean? And you know, with that, there's gonna be bigger responsibility. And you think the snakes are working right now?
Oh, for sure, B. Don't worry about it.
They're
all, you know, in their corners. They lurking around. They gonna try to bring me down at some point in my career when I'm really up. You know what I'm saying? And then they're gonna come through. They're gonna say what they want to say, and it's up to people to decide, you know, what they want to believe and what they want to know. You know what I'm saying? And, like, that's how people stay in it longer, because you need to manipulate the situation going on around you to say, okay, you know what, nah, people want to talk about me. Actually, let's keep them talking about me. You drop music, same time, people keep you in their mouths a lot longer than what you anticipated, and that sort of, like, entails into a storied career as a rapper, as a musician, you know?
I mean, look, when people with power, and when 95% of the people that are not willing to make, that don't want to see you win, when you can't see them, you know, you see most of them right now, you can point them out. It almost starts becoming a game of, like, a shadows game, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you know, I mean, with everything being said, I just need you to remember that your generation is gonna make it bigger. It's gonna be global. What you see as big, or who you think is powerful now, they won't have the power that you guys have. Your power is gonna be mightier. So you gotta remember that this shit is gonna double up, and the end is gonna be harder.
Oh yeah, it's
You
easy.
know what I mean?
It's easy when you're saying it, like, right now, when everything is not as popping as it should be. When it's the build up, and then when you get there, you can't handle the pressure, and you need to go through shit.
Yeah.
Broadcast live